Hello and welcome back to Easy English with James. Today we're going to have a look at the P and B sounds in English. These are both consonants and there's a really clever trick that can help you practice both of these sounds. Okay, so stick with me, let's begin. Okay, the first and most important thing to remember is that these sounds are different. How are they different? Well, one is voiced and the other is voiceless. What does that mean? Voiced sounds are sounds that are made in your vocal cords. Vocal cords are those things in your neck here. When you speak a voiced sound, you can feel them vibrate. Voiceless sounds are sounds that are made by passing air through the mouth. Things like T, T, where there's no movement of the vocal cords, it's just air going different ways and out of your mouth. T or P, they are voiceless, whereas B is voiced. Okay, so the two sounds that we have today, P and B, P is voiceless and B is voiced. Voiced. Okay? Now, there's a really clever little trick that I want to show you. If you want to know if you're pronouncing these sounds correctly, just take a piece of paper. Because this is how we know whether a sound is voiced or voiceless. All we do is, let's try voiceless first. So that means there should be air coming out of the mouth. So if I say P and this paper moves a little bit, that means that I'm pronouncing it correctly because there's some air passing out of the mouth. So if I say P, as you can see, the paper moves. But if I say B, nothing. The paper doesn't move because there's no air passing out of the mouth. It is actually just your vocal cords vibrating. Watch again. P, P, B, B. Can you see and hear the difference? It's a clever little trick and you can do it with all of the voiced and voiceless sounds in English. Okay? P and B. P, B. Okay? Really simple. Remember that trick, practice it at home, and remember that voiceless sounds, air is passing out of the mouth. Voiced sounds, air is not moving at all. It's just your vocal cords. Ba. Okay? Well done. Let's move on. Okay, before we move on to the next bit, I want to ask you, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe so you can see more of my videos in the future and you don't miss out on any lessons that might be really helpful for you. Okay, so click that subscribe. You can also hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified every time a new video comes or there's something new on the channel. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we're going to have a little bit of practice with the P sound, that voiceless P sound. It often appears in alliteration. Okay, when you have sounds that are voiceless, it sounds really good in English to put them together with the same sounds at the beginning or ends of other words. So people's names, you might hear Peter Pan or Peter Parker, Spider-Man, okay? You'll often hear them P's together. That's called alliteration. And for some reason, it sounds nice to the ears in English. So a lot of superheroes, people doing really nice speeches will use alliteration to make them sound smarter, better, or just cooler in general, okay? So you'll hear this, as I said, in names like Peter Pan, Iron Man, I think his partner, Pepper Potts, the Pied Piper, Peter Parker, many different words that you can put together. So practice with me. Peter Parker, the Pied Piper, Pepper Potts, Peter Pan. Okay? P. Can you hear that P sound coming out every time? Okay? What about B? With B, well, you might hear Big Ben. Okay? Big Ben. And you'll see the vocal cords vibrate B. Big Ben. Big Ben, beautiful big clock tower in London. I'm sure you know it. You might know Bumblebee, okay? Bumblebee, that has 3. Bumblebee, okay? Bumblebee, okay? You've also got a really common phrase now that's being used in politics a lot. Build back better. The American administration, the leaders of America have been saying build back better. Why? Because for some reason, alliteration, sounds nice to our ears in English. Okay, and it's a good way for you guys to practice. Okay, just make sure you get that air out of your mouth each time with the P, and with the B, vibrate those vocal cords. Okay? Okay, to finish up, what we're going to do is practice 2 tongue twisters. I love tongue twisters, I'm sure you do too. They're a great way to practice the P and the B sounds. Okay, so we're going to start with P. This is a tongue twister that is quite famous, everybody knows it, but it's a really good way to practice getting that air out of your mouth every time you say the P sound, okay? It is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, okay? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. We normally say that in classrooms in England really, really fast to see how quickly you can say the P sound. So you'll see English students trying to say, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Really, really, really quick. Okay? But for today's purposes, we're going to do it slowly. Peter. Remember that? P. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Again, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay? Really good. Try and say it as fast as you can. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay? The more you practice that, especially if you try and quieten down, like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, or Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, it's really good for you to practice that p. So rewind and watch that as many times as you need to and try to read it along with me right now. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. The end. Okay? Well done. Again and again and again. Practice and you'll have that perfect. Perfect. There's another word beginning with p. Okay? Now, moving on to the B sound. What's a tongue twister that I can think of for this one? Okay, B, a little bit tougher. Try this. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. Okay, now try and say it really, really fast. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. Okay, let's go together slowly. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. The big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. Okay? Well done. Practice that one too. Really remember that every time you're saying the B sound, you're vibrating those vocal cords. Big, bad, baby, boss. Okay? It sounds crazy when you do it too slow, but the big bad baby boss built a bigger, better business. And Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay? Practice both of them as much as you can, and I promise that you will definitely improve. Okay? Okay, thanks for watching today. That was hopefully a really useful lesson to you. If you liked the video, remember again, just hit that like button and subscribe so you can see all my videos in the future. Okay, good luck practicing, and I hope you have a perfect day. Okay, bye-bye.